sure the time is correct. Yep, that's the one. Okay, give me a second. Ready? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the NYFCA TV football game of the week. Vince DeLisio here, joined by my broadcast partner, Eric Newman. Eric, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. It's another beautiful Sunday, March football. We celebrated it last week. Should be fun.
Awesome. I can't wait. So we got a battle of a couple of 8U teams from the west side today. We got the Southwest Stampede and the AZ Bandits. Eric, I saw you down there milling around a little bit in pregame trying to collect some intel. What can you tell us about either team?
So the Bandits, I went over there. They've got, they said they're a run-heavy team.
Yep.
They've got some athletic linemen is what they were telling me, and should be fun. The Stampede is mostly a west side
change
school.
Of plans here.
Okay, so we're going to go down to our sideline reporter, Brittany Boyer, on the sideline camera. Britt, take it away.
All right, so a little bit of a change of plans here. Now get over here first. So we are here with Coach Sean. What are going to be some of the things we can expect to see from your players?
Oh, no.
And fly to the ball on the defensive side, and offense. Plays.
You've only had one, but what did you see from your players out there, and who can we expect to maybe keep an eye on this week?
We focus on our line this week at practice to just drive block and stay with their man. Number 7, our quarterback, he's going to do some things today, and we might air it out.
Now, coaching, you definitely have some challenges, I'm sure, but what has been some of the highlights in terms of this year?
Oh, it's just I love the game of football, the passion that I have for it, and just seeing these kids get better each and every year that we do it is why we do it. We want to get them prepared for the next level of play, and whether that be the next age group or high school.
All right. Well, is there anything else to add about the game?
About joining.
Coach Sean, up to you. I work on getting Coach Josh over here for an interview.
Thanks, Britt. Okay, so let's make sure and communicate to Britt. We need to get her a little closer because of that remote. There seems to be some interference. So that was the Stampede team, the home team. I had a chance to visit them in practice. They've got a pretty dynamic offense. They've got guys that run all over the field on defense. It should make for an interesting game today. We're really going to like this Bandit team as well. This Bandit team, they run the triple option. This is a true wishbone team. It's
Love
amazing. Yes. Yeah, so anyway, it should make for a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come right back after the break, and when we do, we'll see if Brittany can get Coach Josh from the Bandit team. We'll talk to them, get his thoughts, Coach Josh's thoughts here pregame, the visiting squad this morning. We'll be back after the break. Thanks for joining us.
And here's the roster for the other team. Yeah, no problem. Hopefully it's correct. We got to trust the coaches that way.
Hey, come closer because you're cutting out big time. I don't know why, but yeah, come closer onto the track. Come closer onto the track. Closer onto the track. Come closer onto the
Come closer onto the track. Can you guys not hear? I don't know.
Okay, are we live? Are we live? We are? Okay, welcome back, folks. So we're going to go down to Brittany, who's with Coach Josh down on the sideline. Go ahead, Britt, take it away.
All right, I'm here with Coach Josh of the Bandits. Now, what can we expect to see from you guys today? Only one game so far, but what players have really stood out so far?
So pretty much right now, just our game plan for today is just, control the line of scrimmage, control the clock, and just play our ball, play Bandit ball. Keep their athletes off the field.
Now, youth sports has some challenges in terms of getting kids to sometimes understand some things, but there's definitely a lot of reward and fulfillment that comes from it. What have been some of your favorite parts of working with these kids so far in this program?
A lot of these kids been working with me from a young age since we were 5U. So just their overall growth from the first day that I got them to, 3 years, 4 years into the program. The growth is definitely, the most exciting thing that, I get satisfaction from.
Anything else you want to add about the Bandits today before the game?
No, let's play ball.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Vince, sending it back up to you.
All right, thanks, Britt. So it's funny because when I was at their practice the other night, Eric, all they did was run the wishbone. And I said, what is, are you from the University of Oklahoma or what? Is this 1960s? I mean, what is going on? No spread? And he said, absolutely not. I got the horses. I'm going to use them all game. So
if you've got the line, you've got the runners, you might as well, right?
Oh, he's got the runners. Wait till you see these kids. They're big kids. They're fast. They run. And the other thing also is they don't just run to the end zone, they run through the end zone. It was funny because they kept running. It was as if they were running to Circle K.
It was the Forrest Gump move, right?
It was the Forrest Gump move, so it was hilarious. So we are going to head down, and it's about time for the coin toss, and we're actually joined today by Coach Ron Sowers. Ron Sowers from Training Better Athletes. He's one of our show partners. He's definitely a good friend of the Varsity Sports Show. He's been very supportive of us. We're supportive of him. And he'll be going out for the coin toss in the middle there. So we'll catch that camera view down on the sideline with the sideline cam as Coach Sowers goes down for the coin toss. And, yeah, it should make for an interesting game today. So we'll go ahead and get the coin toss. We'll head down there. So we'll be right back, folks.
Christian, guys, I need him on the field. Guys, I need the first responders on the field. Check. All right, we got a special announcement here before we get the game. If we could line up the Bandits in the Southwest Stampede on the sidelines, we're going to introduce some local heroes here today. So first, Ebony Moore. Is currently a medical assistant and was on the front line at Honor Health Urgent Care administering COVID tests during the early days of the pandemic. Thank you very much, Ebony. We have U.S. Army 222nd, 23rd Armored Tank Battalion Staff Sergeant Charles Anderson. Charles, raise your hand, bud. We have Marine Corps Major Craig Ligori. Go ahead, give us a wave, Craig. And we have Marine Corps Gunnery Sergeant Richard Abril. Thank you for your service. Scobie, ready? Yeah. And the national anthem, please rise for the national anthem. Game time. Let's get after it. We have the home team, Southwest Stampede, visiting away team, Arizona Bandits. Thank you.
All right, folks. So there you have it. And the beautiful rendition of the national anthem there. And in honor of our special guests, the first responders here today, we appreciate all their service. And now it's time to play some football, Eric.
Absolutely. Let's get to it.
Such an amazing game, and even made more amazing when you have a tent out here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were roasting. I had a little bit of a sunburn after the last one. This is nice.
Yeah. Even for us Western European folks, it
That's right.
gets a little toasty. So anyway, that being said, we've got the Stampede that will be receiving the opening kickoff. Bandits will be kicking off. And make no mistake, doesn't matter how old the kids are, if they're well coached, they can play.
That's right. And I'm interested to see what kind of kicks we can get from 8-year-olds.
Yeah. Now, difference, obviously, the clock is 10 minutes here. Okay, Bandits to kick off. Number 8 for the Bandits, Bentley Copeland. Excuse me, number 6, Raphael Deere. Maybe not. Yep, there we go. Yep, ball is kicked and recovered. And the Stampede will have it 1st and 10 on their own 49-yard line.
And that was a great job, just falling on the ball. Don't get in any trouble. Just let it happen. Get the ball on the 49 and go to work for offense.
Okay, so the Stampede will be up first, and we'll need to obviously pay attention to some key players on that offense. Eric, what do we have?
Yeah, we've got they look at number 79 out there. He's a big dude. Todd Hunter is his name, and I mean he looks like he could be one of the coaches out there. There must be something in the water in West Phoenix. He's a big dude. They've got a lot of good runners. It should be a fun time.
Receivers split out wide. We've got 2-by-1 set, pistol formation. And the give, number 31 on the carry, tackled in the backfield on the carry. And we don't have a jersey, actually, correction. Lennon Hauser on the carry.
And that was good defensive penetration there. They got into the backfield and stopped that run before it could go anywhere. Loss of 2, it looks like.
Second down. Receiver split out wide. 2-by-2 set. Stampede single back in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Receiver in motion. And the give off to that receiver on the jet sweep. Hauser once again on the carry. Stopped in the backfield once again. That Bandit defense came to play today.
Yeah, man, that defensive front is getting after it. They filled the hole there and got them for another loss. And they've run the first 2 plays. We'll see if they try to pass it on 3rd and 14, 15. This is a long task for a team that hasn't passed the ball so far.
3rd and long, and players getting the play from the coach's quarterback, Cade Lanzarato, looking to the sideline. Gets the play, 2-by-2 set, receiver in motion once again. That's Hauser. Lanzarato, the sprint out, the keeper all the way, heads around right corner, and is pushed out of bounds by 28.
And that was a decent run from him. Obviously not enough to get the first down, but pick up some yards, go again. It looks like the offense is still out there unless they have their quarterback punting. Get a couple yards, at least get a little bit of momentum and some confidence for your offense.
Yeah, that was 26 on the stop, 26 Jaden Leyva for the Bandits. So 4th down now. And the Stampede come to the line. They're going for it, 3-by-1 set. Looks like pass all the way, Eric.
You would think so. I thought that on the last one, though. He had got kind of quarterback end around, but in the shotgun, a lot of receivers out.
Lanzarato throws it up all alone. The intended receiver, that was a sure 6. And the intended receiver on the play was 19, Reed Carter. Carter Reed.
And he was wide open, a little bit past him. He didn't get all the way to it, just a few inches past his hands. But shows you that they can pass the ball a little bit, and they could be dangerous if they connect on a play like that.
Well, it's unfortunate they turned the ball over on down, so the Bandits will have it 1st and 10, going back the other way. Coach Josh on the field for the Bandits. And once again, 10-minute clock here for the 8U teams, and the coaches are allowed on the field as the game progresses.
Yeah, and that makes sense. You would think 8 and under, they need constant supervision, and he can help them when they're at this stage. They're learning development, and who better than the coach to help them with that?
Cedric Jones, the quarterback for the Bandits. He's under center, full house backfield. As I told you, they run full wishbone. They make no secrets about what they run. And on the carry, that big running back, Akamas Taasi.
Yeah, and they showed you exactly what you were saying. Couple fakes, run the ball up the middle. I feel like we'll see a lot of fun plays out of them today.
Taasi. And yes, on the carry, 2-way player for this Bandit team. He's real easy to spot. He's got really long hair, and he is the biggest kid out there.
Yeah, 8 years old. It looks like maybe he hasn't gotten a haircut since he was born, right?
But he's a big body, too.
Absolutely.
There you go. Jones on the give to the fullback, who takes a shot on the dive.
And how about that as a hit for an 8-year-old game?
Way to start the game there.
Yeah, and it looked like he was lined up as sort of a hybrid fullback. Got the ball up the middle, short gain, but it makes it a 3rd and manageable.
And on the carry was 52, Jojo Tupai. Jones under center, 3rd and short. The give once again to Jojo, rushes through, really close to the first down. Stopped by 7 for the Stampede, and on the stop, Carmelo McKenzie.
Yeah, good push up the line. He took a couple of guys with him, fell just short of the first down, and we'll see if they can pick it up here.
On 4th and 1, Bandits are going for it. Jones under center, full house backfield. One receiver split out wide. Jones, the give to the deep back, Akamas, can't get anything going, turning the ball over on downs. And on the stop for the Stampede is 31, Lennon Hauser.
Yeah, and he was a guy that coach was telling me was going to play big today. He got back there, individual, just great play from a defensive lineman, shot the gap, stopped him short. It looked like if he hadn't gotten there, they would have gotten that first down. So he creates a great play, turnover on downs, gives his offense the ball back.
All right, and Stampede will have it once again, 1st and 10, going back the other way.
And so we've seen 2 turnover on downs so far. The ball hasn't moved past these 2 40-yard lines, but let's see if they can get a little bit of offense going, pick up a drive.
Joining us up here at halftime will be famed defensive line coach Ron Sowers, and Coach Sowers is up here scouting some future talent as well.
That's right, in 14 years or so when they're graduated from college.
All right, Hauser on the carry. Stopped after gaining about 3 or 4 yards, 2nd down and 7.
Same kid that made the defensive play uses his physicality to come up and get a gain, makes it 2nd and medium rather than the loss that they had on their first play of the drive last time.
Stampede coach Sean Lanzarato out there giving his offense some instructions. Quarterback Cade Lanzarato. Shotgun formation, single back 2x2 set. Hauser in motion. Lanzarato and the give coming back to that single back. Ball's on the ground, but recovered. And that was 30, Eli Guerrero.
Yeah, great play by Guerrero, got the ball. But you know, it's tough to have a fumble there. Just glad he recovered it. Great presence of mind. But that was a great defensive play to get back in there and get another loss on a run play. It looked like they might have something going, but he just went unblocked and made a big play.
Loss of 3 on the play. King Little makes the stop there, and it's 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 12. Loss of 5. And Lanzarato, shotgun formation, single back in the backfield, 3x1 set. Lanzarato gets the snap, looks, passes, quick screen, completes it to his receiver. Coming up along the sideline is number 19, that's Carter Reed.
And we saw on 4th down the last drive that they went to him on a long pass play just out of his hands, but they get the ball to him on a little bit of a screen there. He shows that he's a fast kid and can make a play if he gets the ball into his hands.
Cedric Jones for the Bandits, forcing Reed out of bounds on that play. 4th down now.
And it looks like we're going to see them go for it a lot. Both teams have gone for it on 4th down, and that makes it a little bit more manageable. 5-6 yards instead of 15.
2x2 set for the Stampede. 4th and 5. Lanzarato, single back in the backfield. Receiver in motion. Lanzarato, high snap, sprints out to the left, keeper all the way. Lanzarato along the left sideline, rushes, keeps going, finds an edge, and is finally forced out of bounds, but not before getting the first down on about the 30-yard line.
How about that play? Great job of just even corralling the snap in the first place. Runs out to the left. Big gain. That's the biggest play we've seen today.
1st and 10 for the Stampede. Who knew it was going to be the quarterback keeper that was going to get it done?
We saw him on the last drive get a little bit of one on the 3rd down, but nothing like that. That was great play, great blocking. He had a ton of space.
1st and 10, Stampede. Ball is on the Bandit 29-yard line, left hash. Coach Lanzarato in the huddle calling the play for his offense.
Now, do you go back to that one again? It worked so well.
You know what? Keep going back to the well until there's no more water. I'd come back this way, run to the wide side of the field, so sprint out right and see if you can hit that edge.
And they've shown they've got some speedy guys. If they can get the ball into their playmakers' hands, they can make something happen.
Lanzarato, shotgun formation, 2x1 set, and the give to the deep back. Met at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1, is number 30, and that's Eli Guerrero.
Yeah, and the big-haired man comes to play again. He makes a great
Akamus.
stop. Akamus.
Yes.
I'm glad you got the correct pronunciation there. He stopped him before it could get too huge of a gain. Makes it manageable for the defense, 2nd and long.
Stampede, second down. 2-by-1 set, two backs in the backfield. Lanzarato, pistol formation. Lanzarato, and he stopped after the high snap, had trouble getting control of it, did get control of it, probably the most important thing to control that football, ball security being the issue, but is sacked in the backfield, and that sack appears to have been by number 7 on the play, and that was King Little.
How about Little getting a sack lunch today?
There you go. I know you've been waiting to use that term there, Eric. So.
My dad's going to be mad at me if he's listening. It's the most cheesy thing I could have said.
3-by-1 set, Stampede. Single back in the backfield. Shotgun formation. High snap once again. Lanzarato searching. Trying to find a receiver. Keeps it around the right side. Hits that edge. Just a mad dash. And is finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 5. Forced out by number 15. And that is Adrian Ledesma.
Yeah, and it seems like they've given him the green light. If you don't see someone open right away, just take the ball and run with it. He's gotten a few great gains out of that.
4th down now, 4th and about 3. And Stampede have a decision to make. It doesn't appear that their punter has come onto the field, so Coach Lanzarato looks like he's going to go for it. Looks like we have a timeout called. We'll take the timeout as well, show some field shots, and we'll be back in just a bit. Thank you once again for joining us here on the NYFCA TV Game of the Week. Okay, welcome back, folks, and it is 4th and short, Stampede. Pistol formation, Lanzarato, 2-by-1 set. High snap, Lanzarato sprints out, passes nearly caught. Wow, it would have been a great play there. Unfortunately, goes through his hands there, but the intended receiver on the play was 24, Jeremiah Smith.
And he had a lot of real estate there. If they had been able to complete that, might have been a touchdown. Alas, we've got another turnover on downs, and we'll see what the other offense can do.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Bandits going back the other way. Ball will be spotted on the Bandit 26-yard line. Clock is moving in the first quarter here.
And they had a little bit of success on that wishbone before. Do you think we'll see them go back to that? You can't go too far away from your offense just because of one turnover.
Absolutely. It's what they run. It's what they do best. And Coach Josh fully expects his offense to get going. Here we go. Here's Akamas right along left side on the carry and finally brought down. Nearly a first down there, but brought down by number 7. That's that is Carmelo McKenzie.
Yeah, and how about that run? Their biggest play so far, they get about 7 yards on that one. Good push from the offensive line. Took about half of the defense to take him down there.
Actually, I believe that was Lanzarato on the stop. There's 2 number 7s on this team. Penalty marker down. Find out what we have here.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
There we go. So encroachment on the defense there. Eric, somebody was lined up a little too close to the ball.
And that's their first down. They'll take it any way they can get it.
There we go, 1st and 10, Bandits. Jones, the quarterback, coming under center, wishbone formation. Coach Josh getting his guys aligned. Jones, single receiver split out wide. Jones takes the ball, toss, and the ball's on the ground and recovered. And it looks like the Bandits recovered the football.
Yeah, still a tough play for them, but you're just glad as a coach whenever you don't lose a fumble. Not a turnover makes it so they at least have a chance offensively.
All right. 2nd down. 2nd and long, and after the fumble recovered by the Bandits. Wishbone formation, Jones under center, receiver out wide. Jones, misplay, Jones ends up keeping the ball, rushes through left side, running free. Jones, he's off to the races, folks.
There's no
Cedric
one with
Jones, nobody inside, continues, finally brought down inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, chased down from behind, and it looks like Hauser came up, believe it was 31, Lennon Hauser.
Lennon Hauser.
Yeah.
What a tremendous play from Lennon Hauser to stop the touchdown. He came all the way over from the other side of the field, great speed, and stopped it from being a score. We've got a flag on the field, though, and it looks like they're coming back maybe the other way.
Oh, boy. What a play to have to bring back. That's a shame. We'll find out what the call is here by the official.
But either way, that was a great play, maybe aided by whatever the flag was from the Bandits, but Hauser getting all the way back there.
Blocking the back on the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, 2nd down.
All right, blocking
Sideline
back.
warning on the visiting team.
Okay, they're getting a little rowdy on the sideline here. The official has to warn them to step back, has to step back.
And how about that energy? You don't want to see a penalty, but a sideline warning in an 8U game. You love to see the coaches and the fans and everyone having a good time. As long as it's respectful and everything, it looks like we're good to go.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So we will have a replay of 2nd down. 10-yard penalty brings it all the way back. Jones under center, wishbone formation. Jones. And the give ends up getting a couple of yards.
And on the other side, there was a great block from Bandits' Jojo Tupai. He made a great play, sprung him open. He couldn't get too far, but
The end of the
made
first
it
quarter.
possible.
End of the 1st quarter. So we'll take the quick break as well as the teams are getting situated, talking to their coaches. Thanks again for joining us here on the NYFCA TV Game of the Week. It's Bandits and Stampede. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's great to have a score. If you are the Stampede, you've got to be happy to get something on the board and get the scoring going in this one. Let's see if the offenses can make something happen.
So the Stampede will kick it off, and kicking off for the Stampede, let's see if we can get a jersey number here. The Stampede kicker is number 30, and that is Eli Guerrero. Or maybe no, maybe not. Looks like Guerrero had lined up to kick the ball, but I believe the kicker is 26, Bentley Robinson, I believe.
It's hard to tell. We've got a lot of sun. Those orange and white jerseys, they're great, but it's hard to see too well.
All right. Okay, ball is picked up. And run to the sideline is 26, and that's Jaden Leyva.
Yeah, and a little bit of a nice return there. Gets them to about the 47, 48-yard line and in decent position that if their offense gets something going, they could put a drive together.
Carter Reed with the kickoff, by the way. That was 19 for the Stampede. All right, the Bandits will have it 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. Middle of the second quarter now.
And we'll keep seeing them run that wishbone, we'd think. Just down 1 touchdown. Your defense is holding up. Move the ball. You give up a play on the punt, but you got to keep going with what you're doing. Too early to get into a panic spot.
And Cedric Jones, the quarterback for the Bandits, wishbone formation. Receiver split out wide. Jones. Coach Josh getting the team lined up. Jones under center. Takes the ball, gives to the right halfback. Running around left is number 24, who's finally brought down by 7 of the Stampede, McKenzie, 24 being Adrian Armenta.
Yeah, and a great run there to start the drive. You gave up a little bit of momentum with that punt return touchdown, but now let's see if they can put something together. Big run on 1st down, gets it out to the left side. Good play for the Bandits.
Gain of 9 on the play, 2nd down and 1. Bandits, Jones under center. Jones surveying the field, gets the play from his coach. Waiting for the official to signal it's okay to start. He does. Gets the ball, gives off to the fullback, who hits the line of scrimmage and drags a couple players with him, but gets enough for the 1st down. Move the sticks. We've got a 1st.
Jojo Tupai, it looked like, got that handoff. Great leverage from him in the offensive line. Gets down low and moves the sticks.
All right. So we got some movement. We've got 2 pretty evenly matched teams. One team that's a well-balanced offense led by a very mobile quarterback in Sean Lanzarato. The other team also a run-heavy offense led by a well-refined and solid leader in Cedric Jones. And the score is indicative of it, with the Stampede narrowly holding a 6-0 lead. The up back on that play, Akamas, rushing through.
We've got a flag. It looks like a false start. One of the running backs moved a little bit early, and this one should be coming back.
Illegal shift on the offense. 2 players in motion at the same time. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
All right. So illegal shift on that. We'll bring it back, and we'll replay the 1st down there.
And at this age, it's almost surprising that that doesn't happen more. It's great coaching. It says a lot about the coach that you can get kids this age to understand a system like that, make those great plays. That's I don't even know if I'd be able to remember all those plays, Vince.
Well, exactly. That's why we're up here.
That's right.
Yes. Okay, so 1st down and 15. Jones leads his offense. Wishbone formation. Jones under center. And the give, actually the keeper skirts around left side is Jones and gets about half of that back, gain of about 7.
Yeah, and he had a couple fake handoffs there, kept it himself. He faked us out, faked the defense out too, got a solid gain, makes it second and manageable.
Thanks again, folks, for tuning in to the NYFCA TV Game of the Week. It's Southwest Stampede versus the AZ Bandits. Both teams out of Glendale. Had a chance to visit both their practices this past week. A lot of fun. It was a great time. And they practiced right in the shadow of Cardinal Stadium. Quite a sight. All right. Jones, the give. Oh, loses the football. I tell you what, great fakes today, Eric.
That's right, but the defense blew that one up immediately. They saw that one coming, got into the backfield, and just made him pay.
Third down, and it looks like we'll have a timeout called.
Their first of the half.
All right, timeout called by the Bandits. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Thank you once again for joining us. Hope you're enjoying all the sights and sounds of today's NYFCA Game of the Week. Stampede and Bandits. We'll be back. Welcome back, folks, and about 8 minutes and 17 seconds till half. Bandits, third down and about 13. Wishbone formation, Cedric Jones under center. Jones gives to Akamas. Akamas rushes through, the penalty marker comes in, drags a few players with him. We'll see what that call is.
Yeah, and there were a lot of bodies there, tough to tell, maybe some illegal contact, something like that. We saw a lot of good players out there and a lot of big bodies running into each other.
Okay, here we get the call here.
Holding on the offense. That penalty is refused. Fourth down.
Okay. All right.
And they had a short gain. Defense wants to get it to fourth down and 10 on an against an offense that really hasn't made a ton of huge plays so far. That's probably a smart call.
Here we go. Fourth and long. Jones, the give. Actually, the keeper once again squirts around left side, stays on his feet, but not enough. Gets about half of it back, and the Stampede on that fourth down stand recovers the football on downs. Stampede will have it first and 10.
And those quarterback keepers have been their best play so far offensively, but that one just wasn't enough to get the first down. Great play by the Stampede to get the ball back, and let's see if they can put an offensive drive together.
So in about 7 minutes, we'll be joined at half by famed line coach Ron Sowers. Put a lot of guys into great positions to earn scholarships through development, solid fundamentals, technique, and line play. We are looking forward to talking to Coach Sowers and getting his opinion on what he sees out here today and what he feels kids at this age need in terms of tools if they want to have a lot of fun and still at the same time be serious about playing the game. All right, Stampede, first and 10. Two receivers split out wide, 2-by-2 set. Lanzarato, shotgun formation, single back. Ball is on the 37-yard line. Lanzarato gives the cadence, gets the ball. The give to that single back. rushes through, but is stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the carry was number 30, Hauser. Excuse me, Guerrero. Eli Guerrero on the carry.
And Coach was telling me at the when I was talking to them pregame that Guerrero is one of their best leaders. He called him a natural-born leader. I saw him giving some tips to some of his players pregame. Guerrero helping them with routes, things like that, and you love to see that from a kid that age.
No gain on the play, but you get what you can, get back to the line of scrimmage, live to see another day. Second down, Lanzarato, the screen pass, finds 24 on the reception, rushes around corner, finds a lane, he's off and running, but is pulled out of bounds, and on that reception was Jeremiah Smith.
And it looked like the Bandits, Zeke Awao was going to blow up that play. He got back there, but great speed on the outside to not only pick up a gain, but a first down.
Leyva helping on that stop for the Bandits, and but not before the Stampede get the first down. Ball will be spotted on the Bandit 49-yard line, 1st and 10, Stampede.
And those have been their best pass plays so far, the screens and the short passes. They haven't completed many long ones, so that way they can get it into the receiver's hands quickly and let them make a play.
And the single back pistol formation, wing set. Lanzarato, the give, once again to Smith, who squeezes out a couple. Correction, Guerrero.
And if you saw on the left side, the receiver and the defensive back were going after it even seconds after the play was over. A little bit of great blocking competition there. You want to see that as a coach, your kids playing hard.
Second down now, and just inside 10-yard line, 10 yards to the first. So they get a couple yards back there. Stampede come up to the line of scrimmage. Wing set once again, single back. Bunch formation. Lanzarato. Pistol. Gets the snap. Sprints out. Lanzarato looking for a receiver. Can't find one. Decides to keep it. And steps out of bounds, lives to see another day, no gain on the play.
It looked like he wanted to pass it there, but the pass rush just made it so difficult. He couldn't find anyone open in time and just opts to get out of bounds before something bad can happen. And like you said, live to see another day. Still 3rd and long, so we'll see how they can react to that. But as a coach, you want to... And we had an interruption, you said about, 4 minutes left in the half?
Yep.
And you want to see that as a coach, the quarterback making the smart decision there, not trying to force something and just keep the drive going.
Football 2014.
We'll take the timeout. We'll be back. Coach Josh of the visiting Bandits as the teams are coming off the field. And then we'll break up to Coach Ron Sowers here with us up in the box. And then at the end of half, we'll have Brittany catching Coach Lanzarato as the teams go back onto the field of the Stampede. So stay tuned through the half. Should be some great commentary. We'll be hearing from the coaches, and should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've got some great interviews lined up. This should be a fun little halftime.
Kicking off for the Stampede, number 19, it'll be Carter Reed. Deep to receive for the Bandits. 26, Jaden Leyva. Reed's kick goes to the front line, little squibber, and looks like there's a bit of a pile up there. May have fallen into the hands of a Bandit.
And you just got to get on the ground, secure the ball, don't let it get ripped out of your hands, and get your offense on the field to see if they can put a drive together.
All right, so Bandits will have it 1st and 10, just inside the 50. It'll be on their own 49-yard line. Couple minutes remaining here in the half.
And they are not in a panic mode yet, but you want to put together a drive in the last few minutes of the half, get some points on the board, or at least get some momentum going, because they haven't put together a ton of offense yet.
Not yet.
But like we've said, we've seen them scratching the surface of maybe what could come. They've had a few good plays, and hopefully for them they can put a drive together, get some points on the board, walk into halftime a little bit happier.
Cedric Jones under center now for the Bandits. Full house backfield. Jones, single receiver out wide. Coach Josh. And we have a penalty marker down. We had an illegal substitution.
Dead ball. Delay a game. Offense, 5-yard penalty.
It looked like they had too many men on the field there, and before they could get the play off, they had to send one off, and 5-yard penalty because of it.
All right.
And that's one of those coaching moments we talked about. You, at this age, the players have to know what they're doing, and that's part of the coach's job, is just that development. Teach them that certain plays they can be there, certain plays they can't.
Jones the give to the left halfback. Promptly stopped in the backfield by 31. That was Hauser.
And Hauser, the guy who made the big offensive play for them, comes up on the other side and makes a defensive play, and big loss there makes it 2nd and really long.
There we go. Really long. It looks like it was a loss of 7 or 8 on that play. And Bandits 2nd down.
And they'll try to get something, a play here, make it 3rd down and a little bit manageable.
Jones under center. Jones loses the football. It's on the ground. Picked up. Find out who regained possession there. It looks like it was regained by a Bandit, 26, Jaden Leyva, wisely falling on that football.
And we've seen a few fumbles here, but we haven't seen a turnover yet. So great plays defensively, but they just haven't been able to actually get onto the football once it's on the ground. Good presence of mind from the offensive players after they fumble it to just get on there and keep the possession.
3rd down and long. Jones, the keeper, around left side, and is stopped by a Stampede knifing through. And I believe that was, you're not going to believe this, but I think it was, I was going to say it was Hauser, but
it looked like it.
Yeah.
It looked like it, and he's just been all over the field today using that speed that he's got, and it works defensively to get back there and blow up the play, makes it 4th and very, very long. The punt didn't go well for them last time, so maybe we'll see the Bandits just try to get a couple more yards and get their defense on the field.
And on 4th and way long, Jones, the give to Akamas, who stopped in the backfield once again.
And great defensive play there. Tremendous defense from, it looked like, number 2 of the Stampede, and that is Caleb Garcia. He just got back there, got some penetration, stopped him before he could get too far, and gives the Stampede a great field possession for their offense.
Turning it over on downs, and the Stampede will have it 1st and 10.
And they'll try to put some more points on the board, make it a 3-possession game going into halftime. Let's see what they can do.
1st down and 10. Ball is inside the Bandit 40-yard line. We'll call it the 36. Waning moments here of the first half. Lanzarato shotgun formation, 2-by-2 set, single back.
And the way their offense played on that last drive, I wouldn't be surprised to see them air it out again, go for some big plays and try to get more.
The jet sweep, running around corner, around the right side, along the sideline, finally forced out of bounds is 31, Lennon Hauser.
And like we have said, I feel like a broken record. He's made so many plays these last few minutes. Picks up the 1st down there on a great run, gets to the outside, gets the ball out of bounds. I think the clock stops there too.
Timeout.
All right.
Offense, their 1st of the half.
Well, with the timeout, we'll take the quick break as well. Enjoy the sights and sounds of today's NYFCA TV Game of the Week. Vince and Eric, we'll be right back. All right. Well, it's unfortunate. It was a great little pass here on that swing route.
Yeah, he had a lot of space, it looked like, out there. One of those swing passes that has worked for them recently, and they go back to it again.
So we are going to go to Britt at halftime right away to catch Coach coming off the field, and joining her will be Coach Josh of the Bandits right at the start of half. Then we'll break to Coach Sowers, so stay with us, folks, through halftime. Should make for an interesting halftime, get some great commentary here, and find out what the coaches have up their sleeves. Lanzarato calling out the cadence, 2-by-2 set, and it looked like we had movement prior to the snap.
Yeah, it looked like a false start.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
You could see it looked like some sort of error in the snap communication. The offensive line started moving a little bit early, caused the defense to go back in turn, and ends up with the penalty because of it.
All right.
And that is 2 penalties in a row on the offense on what looked like could have been big plays. We'll see how they can respond to 1st and what looks like about 20 yards.
And here we go. A repeat of 1st down. Lanzarato, shotgun formation, 3-by-1 set. Snap is high, another penalty. Oh boy, Coach Lanzarato really getting frustrated.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
And you could hear him get picked up in the ref's mic a little bit. He asked him why he's moving, and that's tough because, you know, when your offense is moving this well, the guys are going to get aggressive, but you have to be skillful with your technique and everything, and be smart.
All right. Okay, going down to the field now. And once again, repeat first down and forever. Lanzarato, the quarterback. The single back in the backfield is Eli Guerrero, 2-by-2 set. Shotgun formation. Snap comes back, looking for the screen. Overthrown. We'll have second down.
And just a little bit out of the receiver's reach. Looked like he had to turn around a little bit to get to it. Hit him in one hand, but you're not going to see many one-handed catches at this level, I don't think.
Second down and long. Coach Lanzarato huddling his offense up. Coach Josh with the Bandits. Bandits are all set defensively. Will adjust to whatever formation they see on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
And I'd assume they'd try to get just some of these yards back, not go for the first down right away, but just get a chunk of yards and make it third and manageable, see if they can get another play out of that.
Stampede in their burnt orange with white numbers. Lanzarato, the pass, wide open in the middle.
And how about that?
Looking around, and it's Rennie Smith with a Stampede touchdown. Oh, yes. We had one official that marked him down, the other marked him in. Gave him forward progress, and he scores.
Yeah, and how about me being completely wrong there? Gets the receiver wide open, scores the touchdown. Great play. Oh, looks like they mark him just a bit short.
They marked him shy. Wow, what a shame.
Either way, a great offensive play to get that first down on what was second and very long.
On the offense. That's our second and final.
Timeout there by the Stampede.
And some great passes we've seen so far from them in this second quarter. He was wide open. Defender gets back just in time to tackle him before the score, but you got to be happy if you're the coach to see that kind of play on second and very, very long.
So when we come back, the ball will be spotted inside the 1-yard line. It'll be first and goal inside the 1. The closing seconds here of the first half, and the Stampede with the expectation that they'll punch it in for 6 more. But if the Bandits have anything to say about it, they will deny him.
Yeah, and we've seen they've got some great speedy players. I'd assume they'll try and just punch it up the middle, get in the end zone. Such a short play, there's not a lot of space to throw it, but we'll see. They've proved me wrong so far. And these burnt orange and black look a little bit like they are a West Side team. They look like Desert Edge High School a little bit out there.
Ah, okay. I thought I recognized the colors there a bit. All right.
A young Adrian Lara, the all-state quarterback out there. Maybe we've got his protege in 8 years out here or something
Eric
like
Newman,
that.
you do your homework. Here we go. Lanzarato under center for the Stampede. Bunch set, and the give to the up back. That's 38, who is swarmed by Bandits.
Yeah, the Bandits, it seemed like they knew a run was coming. They got great penetration, pushed them back a little bit. That's all about the defensive line winning at the line of scrimmage and stops them short.
And that was Guerrero, actually, 30. And Lanzarato on the keeper. Does he get in? Not quite.
And you saw it was Akamus from the Bandits, it looked like, got back there and stopped him just a bit short. It looked like he had a hole, but he blew it up and keeps the clock moving, doesn't allow a score.
Akamus Tayase, not only is he a big physical running back, but a pretty darn good aggressive linebacker for the Bandits. Lanzarato once again on the keeper and is pulled down by number 7, King Little.
King Little makes a great play there. He gets back into the other side of the line of scrimmage, takes him down, no score.
That's the end of the first half, folks, and the Stampede not able to convert, but holding a lead 12-0 at halftime.
And that's huge for the Bandits to keep it a 2-score game, get a little bit of momentum back there, keep what looked like a sure touchdown away.
All right, so we're going to get down to the field, and Brittany Boyer will get Coach Josh going in at half here. And we'll see if she can grab him, get some commentary. I can come over to Coach. I can go over to that side. We'll turn it down on our end over here.
Vince, can we get me? So
Yes, sir.
I got to get.
Yep. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. We're with Coach Ron Sowers here at halftime. Coach Sowers, how you doing, sir?
Doing great, man. Glad to be here.
Coach, what are you seeing down there? You've seen a lot of little kids running around, but I'm sure you see some potential.
No, and you know what? I love this. I mean, you're talking an 8U program running the bone, right?
Yeah.
Running the bone.
Yep.
And on the other side, you got them running the pistol, throwing bubble screens. This is fantastic. Great coaching. I love it.
And you've had a chance to work with some of these kids. How young should people start working with a line coach like you?
Well, it depends on their aptitude, right? If they have the right aptitude and they're willing to work hard and they're willing to learn, I generally start them around 10 years old.
Okay.
And we've had a lot of success with kids who come in and they're a little nervous in the beginning because they're around older kids. But once they pick it up and they get confident, it's a beautiful thing.
Now, your gym, you have a gym up in North Scottsdale, but you also do a lot of remote visits and workouts with kids. How big are the groups? How small are the groups? Give us an idea here of what you do.
Well, it just depends. We always do group training because of the competition factor between the kids.
Yep.
But we do as small as 3, as large as 10 or 12 at a time. Bigger than that, it's too big. But we always try to group the kids by their ability, where they're at, whatever their age is.
Okay.
And then we just put them through the process of getting better.
Coach, people can find you by your website, trainingbetterathletes.com, your phone number as well.
602-435-9064. Our job is to build young men through the game of football, but to build character and leadership and build the men of tomorrow today.
It's not just about the physical attributes, folks, or the technique. It's about the mental as well, and you get the full package with Coach Sowers. Coach Sowers, thank you so much. You got a bunch of workouts today, a bunch of kids to get to that need your help, so you don't need to be wasting time with us.
No, we got 10 sessions. I got to get to it, brother.
All right. Thank you, Coach Ron Sowers. We're going to break it to the sideline with Brittany Boyer, and Britt is with Coach Josh. Britt, take it away.
All right, I'm here with Coach Cedric of the Bandits. I just had a brain fart for a second. A little bit of a slow start for you guys. What are you looking to fix at the half when you're coming back out?
Right now, we only really got beat on a bubble. We're going to settle that down. We know exactly how to attack it. Offensively, our line is killing them, and we can't ask for a better performance. We'll start hitting the holes. Our runners will wake up second half. I'm predicting at least 4 touchdowns. Y'all heard it here first.
4 touchdowns. Now, you guys had that big explosive run in the first that was unfortunately called back. Talk to me a little bit about what that was like for you and how you're going to use that as motivation going forward.
I mean, anytime you're 8 years old and you have a big play like that and a ref, I mean, we got to have some context. You know what I mean? You're going to take a ticky-tack foul and take an 80-yard run, an explosive play from a child. I think we got to have some balance with that. You can call holding on every play. And I just thought it wasn't really applicable to the play, but it is what it is. We got to fight through it. We'll get more in the second half for sure.
Anything else?
The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Bandits will win this game. 4 touchdowns, second half.
Anything else you want to add, Coach Hedrick?
Let's go Bandits. Here we come. We run AZ.
All right, send it back up to you, Vince.
And how about that? Some real confidence from the coach there. Predicts a win, predicts 4 touchdowns. Great job, Brittany. Thank you very much. And now we will go to break. Thanks for joining us.
can you unmute our audio? Yep, I just did. Okay, welcome back, folks, and we are working with a supreme team, a production team here, doing a great job this afternoon, this morning, and we're going to go down to the sideline with Brittany, with Coach Lanzarato of the Stampede. Take it away, Britt.
All right, an explosive first half for the Stampede. 3 touchdowns. What did you talk to the boys about at the half to keep things going?
Yeah, just trying to get these kids motivated to execute on offense. That's the biggest thing. If we can execute, well, we can break this thing open. So it's just getting the kids motivated and get them focused so that they know what they're doing on each play.
Now, you talked to me before the game about how much focus you guys put into the line work going into this game, especially the offensive line, and they've looked great so far. What do you have to say about your offense so far and what they've been able to do in terms of executing what you guys have practiced?
So far, the big plays that we've had, we executed the play great, obviously. We scored. But, the line has to dress it up a little bit more. We're still not firing off like we should be, but, they're 8 years old, so we have to keep trying to motivate them to fire off. So.
All right, anything else you want to add, Coach?
Nope, we got a second half. It's 0-0.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Back to you, Vince.
Okay, thank you, Brittany. Great job down there. It's getting a little warmer out, which is beautiful for Arizona here in mid-March. So anyway, kicking off now, Stampede start off the second half. There goes the ball, and recovered by the Bandits. A little squibber, and that is number 7, King Little, recovering for the Bandits. Bandits will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, and they will try to get some points on the board. They had a great defensive stop to end the second quarter. Let's see if they can ride that momentum and get something on the board and get back into this game.
So Bandits will have it 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line to start off the second half here. Once again, wishbone formation. Cedric Jones, the quarterback, under center. One receiver split out wide. Bandits love to utilize that tight end. And the give to the right halfback, we've got a flag down, which will probably be movement before, but we've got a great gain down the sideline. Finally stopped is number 24, Adrian Armenta of the Bandits.
And like you said, we saw a flag right at the beginning of the play in the backfield. We'll see if it comes back, but if not, that was a tremendous run. Great first play to start the second half.
Most definitely, that one will come back. And
it's always tough as a coach to have a play that big taken back by a penalty, but who knows, maybe that's what caused it in the first play.
There's no flag on the play.
And wow, he picks it up. He picks up the flag, and
got it.
And now the other ref is saying that there is a flag. There's a bit of confusion from the referees, but now it looks like it's coming back. It'll be 1st down, but it won't be that big
First and
gain.
a little longer, yeah, unfortunately.
And it looks like the original call is what happened. The officials weren't sure, but they conferred.
Illegal participation on the offense, 12 players on the field. It's a 15-yard penalty, repeat, 1st down.
Oh, boy.
And that's a tough one because that wasn't something that happened during the play. That was just miscommunication. And it's tough because that was such a great momentum play for them. We will see how they respond.
All right, so repeat of 1st down regardless, but it's going to be 1st and extremely long. Looks like 1st and 25. Ball is on the 30.
Yeah, and the 20-yard run as opposed to the 15-yard loss is a big difference.
Akamas finally stopped by number 30, Guerrero.
And he gets a little bit of that yardage back, about 5-6 yards, something like that, just up the middle. Makes it still 2nd and long, but a little bit shorter.
Jones, give to the left halfback. Finally stopped, and another penalty marker down.
And it looked like maybe something after the play, something on the tackle. Looks like the referee is indicating face mask, and that will be a big gain.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, second down.
And that's just something where you want to, as a defender, just wrap up, don't grab a hold of that mask. It gives them a momentum-changing play. It doesn't look like it's an automatic first down in this level, but it's second and short as opposed to very long.
2nd and 1, to be exact. Here we go. Jones under center, takes and gives to the left. Oh, he keeps it. Another great fake around left end. Finally stopped, but not before getting the Bandit first down.
And he hit the juke button there.
He juked us.
He juked us. He juked a couple of defenders, gets the first down. They're moving the ball a little bit here after what looked like was going to be a really tough first down. They get the face mask to help them, a great play there, and they're moving.
Oh, boy. And not a moment too soon either. Down a couple of scores to the Stampede team. So the Bandits are driving here in the third quarter. Ball is on the Stampede 32-yard line. The give once again to Akamas, right up the middle, gains a few more.
And it seems like every time he touches the ball, it's a sure few yards. He falls forward, brings a couple of defenders with him, strong runner, and you love to see that.
Gain of a couple, and it is 2nd down and 7. Bandits. Jones under center. The give to the right halfback. Takes it for a few more. That's 24 on the carry. Armenta.
And that was good running from Armenta. He got hit in the backfield, it looked like, but was able to play strong enough, move his feet, get a couple yard gain instead of a couple yard loss. Makes it 3rd and manageable.
And with 7 minutes and 30 seconds in the third quarter, 3rd down and about 5. Bandits are driving. Ball is on inside the 30-yard line of the Stampede. Call it the 28. Jones under center. Jones, the give to, once again, the fake. My gosh, these kids are masterful at faking.
Yeah, Jones is, with his great fakes, he looked like he might have had some space, just tripped up a little bit, and at this level, if you fall, you're down. So it looked like it could have been a great play, but just a little bit of a slip up on the turf. Now it's 4th down and 7 or 8 yards. They've moved the ball decently on this offensive drive. Let's see if they can keep it going. I assume we'll see another run, maybe a fake from Jones. That's what has been their go-to on these big plays.
Bandits. Wishbone formation. Jones under center. Brings it back. Right halfback. That time he did give it off, and it was Armenta on the carry.
And good defensive drive from the defensive linemen. The linebackers come up and take up the space and make a play, stop him short of the first down. Turnover on downs. We'll see how the Stampede does on its first drive of the second half.
Folks, thanks again for tuning in to the NYFCA TV Game of the Week. It's Stampede versus the Bandits. Both teams out of the West Valley, Glendale to be exact. And quite a, I want to use the word stampede, of kids out there that practice out at the Glendale Youth Sports Complex, just in the shadows of State Farm Stadium. It's an amazing backdrop to be practicing right, next to, down the street from where the NFL team plays their games.
That's right, and I mentioned the burnt orange jerseys look like Desert Edge. The white and red look like a little bit like Glendale High for the Bandits.
Yeah, the Cardinals.
That's right.
Okay. Lanzarato back to pass, does. Ball's in the air, and a couple of receivers run into each other. The intended receiver there appeared to be 31, Lennon Hauser.
And Ziku Au from the Bandits makes a great defensive play, breaks up the pass that would have been a first down and more, stops it, and gets the incompletion to bring him back to second down.
Amazing. Okay, well, that one will come back. It'll be second down and 10.
And that was good technique from the corner to get there, have some contact, make the ball fall out of his hands. That's what they teach.
Stampede with the football. 2-by-2 set. Lanzarado, shotgun formation, receiver in motion. The give on the jet sweep. And that's Hauser coming around the corner. Gets that edge, and he's off to the races. All alone. Gets to the middle of the field, continues to run. Lennon Hauser with the Stampede. Touchdown!
And it looked like he was going to go out of bounds there. It looked like Jones of the Bandits had him. And that was just great running, a great play call. Tremendous down the field, just jukes, takes everybody out, goes to the middle, just cannot be caught. And he has been a stud this game, Hauser.
I'll tell you what, Eric, 100 yards to adults is one thing, but 100 yards to kids that are 8 years old is something else entirely different.
That's right. And, you
that
know,
was a long run.
The long run, the little legs, that's 2 or 3 steps to every one of ours, right?
Yeah.
And just good blocking to keep him open. He just makes a great play, and he has been an absolute monster for the Stampede team. He's been their go-to guy offensively, and it's paid off for them. They're up 3 touchdowns now.
The Stampede with incredible difficulty in trying to convert these point-after touchdowns. So let's see if what Coach Lanzarado's got up his sleeve here. Comes up with a 3-by-1 set, passing formation. Cade Lanzarado, shotgun, the bubble screen, and the penalty marker down.
And we'll see what the penalty is, but maybe they should take these 2-point conversions from the 50 and get a long drive there. Maybe they'd get that together. They've had a lot of tough, big runs, and they just haven't been able to put it together in these short ones. Big play offense from them, just haven't been able to put the 2-point conversions together.
Find out what the official has here.
Holding on the offense. That penalty is declined.
Okay. Well, the Stampede lead 18-0 here in the third quarter.
And it looked like he tried to give his quarterback some time. It didn't end up mattering because it was an incomplete pass. But the touchdown, regardless, puts them up 18-0, 3 scores ahead. Big momentum play.
We'll be right back. Thanks so much for tuning in.
And the Bandits they're down 3 touchdowns, 18-0. They need to put something together quick. It looked like they were going to put together an offensive drive, but it ended up being a turnover on downs because of a penalty and a couple missed plays. They need to have something here if they're going to get back into this football game.
It was some activity going on the visitor sideline there. Didn't quite capture what was going on, but anyway, it was a little bit of a delay. So now we're back on track, and the Stampede all set to kick off. Here we go. Ball is up. Carter Reed on that kickoff. Nice boom and kip compared to what we had earlier and those squibs. And on the return is 26, Jaden Leva.
He spun out of the first tackle, but good form from the Stampede to get back there and make sure he didn't get a long gain out of it.
So the Bandits will have it 1st and 10, being down 3 scores here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and their offense runs the clock a little bit, takes some time off, and so they'll really need to hurry up if they want to have a chance to get back into this game using that.
All right, here we go. The wishbone formation. And Jones under center. Gives it off to the right halfback, who stopped immediately. And on the carry is 26 for the Bandits, Leva.
Yeah, and it looked like number 30, Eli Guerrero, was there on the stop from the defensive line for the Stampede. He makes a good individual play, gets back there, stops him short.
Once again on the carry, not really gaining anything, and that was Akamas there.
Yeah, and as physical as he is, you get the penetration from the defense at the line of scrimmage, and you can stop even the best running back short.
Third down on the play. Bandits, ball is marked on their own 37-yard line. Jones looking for a back, doesn't find one, takes it around left and is stopped. Stopped by 31, Hauser.
And that one looked like maybe he faked himself out, like he was looking for a running back there, didn't have one, and they just stopped him before he could get anything going. Good defense from the Stampede there to allow 1 yard in 3 plays. Just great press from the linebackers. The defensive line gave up very few holes. Looks like we've got a punt here, and the last one was taken to the house.
All right, here we go.
Maybe not. Maybe they changed their minds.
Yeah,
no punt.
4th and long. Waiting for the official to give the green light. They do. Jones under center. Gives it off. Armenta around left. Gets a couple, not enough. Bandits turn it over on down. Stampede will have it back 1st and 10 on the Bandit 41-yard line.
And they run the ball there, get a couple yards, but nowhere near that first down marker. Stampede scored on their last drive. We'll see if they can do it again, increase this lead a little bit. And now a touchdown here by the Stampede. Another score would make it a 4-score game, and that might completely just put the dagger in.
Yeah, you know, you definitely will need to see a stop here by the Bandits in order for them to have a chance in this game. You've got to stay within 3 scores, at least at this point in the second half, to have a chance.
Yeah, and they're not moving the ball all too well. They're going to start with getting 1 stop and 1 score first, but you know, a 24-26 something 0 is a big deficit to overcome. And I would assume that the Stampede is just going to keep attacking. They're not going to just wind the clock down or anything. It's worked so far as they've gotten into their offensive sets and started playing aggressive football. I'd assume we see more of that.
Lanzarato with the snap. The jet sweep once again. Carter Reed on the carry, goes around left end. Finding that last player, gets around end and stopped just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
And the jet sweep there, Carter Reed just outruns everybody. Just a great play from them. We've got a Bandit player down on the ground. We hope he's okay. Players are kneeling, but a tremendous play from Carter Reed, the receiver, to come around and play like a good running back there.
Oh boy, what a play.
Just a lot of great play calls from them today offensively, especially in this second half, to just get big chunk plays get the ball down the field. And that's the second time that they've gotten very close on the 1-yard line. We'll see if they can try to punch this in. Looks like Caleb Jones, or Cedric Jones, the quarterback, gets up. He looks like he's able to get back into the huddle. That's a good thing. They need their quarterback. They need one of their leaders. Looks like he's okay.
All right. Well, folks, we're going to take a break here while the players are tended to. We'll be right back. Up front line. Jones is off and running, breaks free. Cedric Jones finally stopped down with a penalty marker down. It could be a horse collar.
Yeah, and he made a tremendous play to just pick up the ball, get his feet moving. The quarterback making a great play and gets them into a position where maybe they could get some points on the board.
Well, as you know, the quarterback in a wishbone offense is the best running back on the team.
Absolutely, yeah. He's fast. He's a small kid out there, even at this 8-year-old age. But if you can run, you can run. And he made a tremendous play there.
Well, you got an injury down on the field. The Stampede player is being tended to by a coach and trainer. He's being helped up. Looks like he's okay, shaking it off. And that was 24. Jeremiah Smith.
And we'll see how the penalty affects what happens here. Looks like it's going to be called against the defense in some capacity.
Horse collar tackle.
There we go.
On the defense. That's half the distance to the goal.
Oh, that
First
hurts.
down.
And this is the best field position the Bandits have had. We'll see if they can punch it in from inside the 10-yard line. Looks like they're on about the 8 there, and we'll see if they can get some points on the board.
That is definitely going to hurt the Stampede here, half the distance. And it's going to be 1st and goal on about the 8-yard line for the Bandits. This could be the break the Bandits needed. Hopefully not too little, too late. We'll find out.
When you are up this much, you just want to play technical football. You don't want to give up big plays like that. And they're still way, way ahead, but that's the type of play that can get a team back into the football game.
Stampede leading 24-0. And the Bandits, official timeout. Appears to be an equipment issue, so one of the Bandit players coming off the field. Hopefully they'll get a substitute in. Yep, here comes the sub. And once again.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see Caleb Jones, or I keep calling him Caleb, Cedric Jones, make a play here. He's been their offensive weapon. He made that long kick return, and he's a good player. We'll see what they do with him. Maybe he hands the ball off. Maybe we'll see him run again.
Wishbone formation. And Akamas for a couple. 2nd down and goal.
Gets a little bit of yardage there. Enough that they move the pile a little bit, make it 2nd and a little bit more manageable to get their first score.
Jones under center. Single receiver split out wide. Jones, the toss to Armenta, who gets 1 or 2 more.
And I think that was the first toss we've seen, and Stampede was all over it. They blew it up, keep him to a short gain, make it 3rd and a little bit longer. Tough play here. We'll see if the Bandits can get it done.
Jones once again to Armenta, getting a few more, and it looks like they'll be going for it on 4th down. And multiple flags come in late.
Yeah, and I couldn't really see from here what happened there. Maybe some movement, some pushing, some words after the play. We will see what the ref calls, but this could be big in determining where the ball is if the Bandits are able to get their first points on the scoreboard here.
Personal foul on the offense. Ball, personal foul. Those penalties will offset. 4th down.
Okay, so penalties, personal foul from both sides, offsetting. We got 4th down and goal. Ball is looks to be on about the 3-yard line.
And this is the biggest play of the game so far for the Bandits. If they can punch this in, get something on the scoreboard, it would be a big momentum.
Jones on the keeper around left edge, gets in for the Bandit touchdown.
And Old Faithful there, that's been their go-to play. He makes a tremendous run to the left side, gets a score. You can see him flexing a little bit there. He's feeling good.
I think that's a sign of relief.
That's right.
To finally get in, get on the scoreboard on TV, does Cedric Jones.
And how about that celebration? He flexed his arms a little bit. I don't know if he's lifting weights at this age, but maybe those biceps will get even a little bit bigger as he grows up.
And the Bandits, with a touchdown now, are within 3 scores, down 24-6 to the Stampede. Jones, the give, the handoff, Akamis, and does not get in, just short.
Yeah, that was good penetration from the Stampede. They stopped him just short, made the tackle there, but the Bandits got a score. They get rid of the goose egg, and they're back a little bit more into this game.
And so Eric, so we've got a 24-6 score. We've got how many minutes left in the third quarter? 49 seconds. We're right at the end of the third quarter. What do you think will happen in this fourth quarter?
I'm thinking that we're going to see the Stampede continue to play good offense. They've been dominating in this second half offensively. 2 big drives. And I'd assume we'll see more of that. They're not going to get too conservative. It's what's worked so far.
Yeah, aside from basically a broken play that the Bandits were able to take advantage of on a return, it's been a very difficult day for the Bandits to generate anything offensively.
Yeah, that's right. And credit to the Stampede defense. They've played smart technical football, not giving up a lot of lanes. We will see if it's some sort of onside kick here for the Bandits, see if they can get the ball back before the end of the third quarter. Maybe get some more points on the board, but before then they have to get the ball back, and we'll see if the Stampede can make that difficult for them.
And the Stampede in a different situation now. They'll be receiving a kickoff. Bandits will be kicking off. And it looks to be number 6 for the Bandits, Raphael Deere, kicking off.
And they're moving around a little bit here. Maybe they're trying to confuse the Stampede a little bit.
And the squib along the left, and the penalty marker goes down. We may have an offsides there on the kicking team.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of movement before the ball was even off the tee, and the Stampede recovered it anyway, so who knows what the result will be there. Maybe a re-kick.
All right.
Wow, and it looks like they moved the ball up, so maybe this was
Dead
on
ball.
receiving.
Encroachment on the receiving team.
Oh.
That's a 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
Okay, on the receiving, I don't think I've ever seen an encroachment on a receiving team called before, but
You know, there's been a few things we haven't seen so
Yeah.
far. A long punt return from the quarterback, offside encroachment on the receiving team. It's been a day of firsts.
oh, looks like ball is recovered by the Bandits.
And a great onside kick there. I don't even know if that's what they were going
Cedric Jones, the quarterback, coming up with it.
for. And he's just made so many plays on all sides of the ball now. Gets the touchdown, picks up the onside kick there, and they get a chance to put some points on the board again. Make it a 2-score game instead of 3. That's a big momentum shifter.
Wow. Okay, well, let's see what the Bandits can do with this opportunity if they can pull it to within 2 scores.
and it looked like the kicker just wound up, low kick, kicked it as hard as he could, hoping that the Stampede player would bumble it, and it worked.
The give to Armenta around left, finally brought down inside the Stampede 40-yard line.
They're playing a lot more confidently now after that first score and getting the onside onside recovery, and it's showing. They're playing a little bit more loose.
That's the end of the third quarter.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break. Thank you once again for joining us here on the NYFCA TV Game of the Week. Eric and Vince will be right back for the fourth quarter. Yeah. Welcome back, folks. Fourth quarter. Jones on the toss. And around the corner, rumbling, stumbling, fumbling, is 26. Jaden Leyva, but a flag down.
Yeah, and it looked like the flag was against the offense. On the other side of the play, looked like an unnecessary face mask on the block. Is going to unnecessarily bring that one back.
Unfortunate.
Personal foul, face mask on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
And you could see that was totally away from the play. Just a mental error by the Bandits to take away what was a big play.
All right, so that'll come back. Second down. 2nd and 10 on the play. Bandits with the football.
But regardless, it looks like they've got a little bit of their juices flowing. They're moving the ball better than they had before. That's an unfortunate play, but here they go.
Jones on the sprint out. Rushes around right. Finally brought down. Stopped by 88 on the play.
Yeah, and a stiff arm there, a couple jukes. That was awesome running from Jones to make what looked like could have been a loss or a sack, a gain, and make it 3rd and about 5 or 6 yards.
Tedozo Tejada for the Stampede on the stop.
And Jones has really lit it up this second half for the Bandits. He is putting that offense on his back. Good blocking, but he's just been running fast, making plays all over the field.
Jones the give. Akamas right up middle. Gets a couple before he's stopped by a pack of Stampede.
Yeah, it makes it about 3rd and 4. We'll see if they go with Jones again or some sort of handoff or what they do here to keep the drive going. They need now in the fourth quarter down 3 touchdowns to get this play right here.
4th down and about 4. Bandits, they've got to convert here to expect to really have a chance in this game.
Yep, and we saw it on the last drive. They converted a 4th down to score. See if they can do it again.
Penalty markers down. We had some movement. Might have been a cadence, and we had the Stampede jump.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense,
And
5-yard penalty, 1st down.
And they gifted them a 1st down there. The defensive players just moved. You could see 1 or 2 of them moved a little bit early, and they were just raring to get back there and make a play, but unfortunate for them, fortunate for the Bandits.
Akamis rushing through, loses the football on the ground, and picked up by a Bandit.
Yeah, and that turnover would have been costly if it had happened, but Bandits lucky to fall on the football, end up with a little bit of a gain out of it, a couple yards less than they might have. He looked like he had about a 5-yard gain before the ball came out.
2nd down and about 8. Jones under center. Jones, the toss to Armenta, who stopped in the backfield. Hauser coming out of nowhere.
Hauser read that play so well. He saw it from the beginning. There's a flag, maybe some sort of late game thing. Coach is not happy with what happened there. Looks like it might be a turnaround play from what looked like a momentum play for the Stampede. Maybe late contact, some sort of unsportsmanlike or something, but it was a great play by Hauser, and it might be turned around here.
Still within 7 minutes here, 7:18 on the game clock.
And the penalties have just killed Stampede in these last couple drives.
Dead ball, personal foul, offense. Dead ball, personal foul, defense. Those penalties offset, down counts. It's 3rd down.
Okay.
So it didn't end up hurting the Stampede too badly with the offsetting penalties, but still not what you want to see.
Jones under center. And the give to the big man, Akamis, getting a couple of more. Will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and Akamis picks up a little bit, makes it 4th and a little bit more manageable. 5 or 6 yards from the 1st down. And again, we've said it, but the Bandits need this play here. They need a 1st down to keep the drive moving and have a chance in this game.
And the pitch, shaking off a tackler, 26. Still up, finally, brought down is Leyva.
And he might have run 20, 30 yards in total there, but only gets about 1 or 2. Got out of a tackle to not make it a loss, but nowhere near that 1st down. Good defensive play from the Stampede. And now we'll see if they try to run some clock a little bit, wind it down, give their offense some time, give their defense some breathing room, and make the win a little bit easier for themselves here.
Stampede get the ball back on downs, and as you said, Eric, the objective now is hopefully to just keep the clock running in this game.
A score would put it way out of reach, but
put it way out of reach.
If
sure.
they were able to put a long drive together, that's a big deal too. They just don't want to have a turnover on downs.
Lanzarato, and the give around the corner. Coming upfield to the right is Smith. Jeremiah Smith finds a lane, finally forced out of bounds. Tackled by 50 Abe Voigt.
And a big run there on first down. Saw the end around there, gets him a first down, moves the sticks, and that's a big play.
Stampede will have it 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line.
And that's
Clock's running.
That's exactly the kind of play you want if you're the Stampede.
About 6 minutes remaining in the game.
Keep it ticking, keep the ball moving. That's the game plan.
Stampede lead 24-6. And the handoff by Lanzarato finds the ball in the hands of Caleb Garcia.
And Garcia made a couple men miss. Short gain, though, 2nd and long. And that's okay. Like we said, you just want the clock to keep ticking, keeping it without fumbling the ball, without losing yards. You're okay with that if you're the Stampede coach.
Second down, Lanzarato. Tight bunch set, single back. And the end around. And the penalty marker down. We'll have a face mask, horse collar. And that was Noah Fernandez on the carry.
Yeah, and it looked like Jojo Tupai absolutely blew the play back there. Read it the whole way, but an unfortunate tackle for the Bandits. We'll see if it takes away what looks like a great defensive play.
Personal foul, face mask, defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Wow.
And that's killer for them
Yep.
because they look like they were going to be able to, instead of 3rd and very long, it's 2nd and short.
Well, they had a little bit of momentum going there here in the 4th quarter, and now the clock is starting to wind down. We're approaching 4.5 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, and they still have a chance to get the stop here, but that takes at least another minute or 2 off the clock, and every second's precious right now if you're the Bandits.
2nd down and 3. Lanzarato and the give to Carter Reed. Carter Reed around left corner. Finally brought down by Akamas.
Yeah, and he, out of the linebacker spot, made a great read on that, shot the gap, and stopped him short of the first down. It's 3rd and 2 or 3. And now we've actually seen this second half has been a lot more even. The Stampede dominated the first half, and the Bandits, regardless of what the score ends up being, have to be happy with the way they've played, competed much more in this second half.
Lanzarato and the handoff to Hauser.
And Hauser stopped short there. The Bandits are able to make him a little bit of a loss on the play, and a big 4th down here.
Minute warning, 4 minutes left in the game.
All right. 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Looks like we have a stoppage in play. We'll take a quick break as well. Thanks again for joining us here on the NYFCA TV Game of the Week. We'll be right back. All right, 4th down, Stampede. Receiver split out wide, single back, 2x2 set. Lanzarato with the cadence, Hauser in motion. Lanzarato around left end. Squirts around, comes back to the right. Open field. Along the sideline, finally pushed out of bounds.
And we'll see, there's a flag on the play. We'll see how that affects what happens. It looks like it's going to be against the offense, and that is a sigh of relief for the Bandits, who look like they had just given up a crucial first down.
And we'll get the call here from the official.
And the sideline of the visiting Bandits is pumped up a little bit here.
Personal foul, blindside block. On the offense, 15-yard penalty, repeat, 4th down.
And that's a huge momentum shifter. The Bandits just got a little bit of a prayer answered there. Instead of a first down that would have all but ended the game, they have a chance here. Long 4th down. We'll see if the Stampede tries to get a pass play, something like that here. Get a few yards, or if they'll just be happy to run the ball and try and not have a big mistake.
Here we go. Four receivers split out wide, single back. Hauser in motion. The give to Hauser. Coming around the right end and tackled. Brought down that play by 52, Jojo Tupai.
And he made a big play there. Got the ball back for the Bandit offense, and they have a chance to put some more points on the board. Looks like we've got an injury down there, but Hauser is up and walking, and looks like he might be okay.
Here we go. And first down on the play. Jones back to pass. Does. And pass just barely overthrown.
And that was the first pass play we have seen from them this game. Looked like it might have worked. Just out of the hands. They're throwing everything at him now. You know, down 3 touchdowns, you got to do whatever you can to move the ball.
Jones under center. Gives to Akamis, who runs through, finds an opening, a crease, and he's off and running. This is the play we've been working on, watching all game long. Akamis Tayase with the Bandit touchdown.
And the celebration there, he flexes. The team comes over to congratulate him. That's his biggest play of the game so far offensively. Just burst through the hole. Once he got past the secondary, there was no catching him. Big touchdown there.
Well, and that's what they boasted coming into this game, the big play capability of these running backs, and the Stampede had done such a great job neutralizing this running attack all game long. There was a seam there. Bandits took advantage of it, and 6 points later.
And that's what happens when you're a physical team like this. You can kind of wear down the opponent, make some big plays. It gets tough to tackle the runner time after time after time, and especially a big body like his.
The handoff, and tripped up, and the attempt is no good.
And
that was Leva.
And that was a shoestring tackle there. He made a big play. Just barely got him. Looked like if he missed that tackle, he would have been in for another 2.
Under 3 minutes remaining in the ball game.
And again, we'll see if they go with the onside kick. It worked the last time they kicked the ball off. Still down 2 touchdowns, but that score puts them back in. And if they can get another quick one on the board, who knows? We might have a football game.
All right. So under 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. Bandits will kick off to the Stampede.
And now the last onside kick they did, they just kicked the heck out of the ball. They kicked it really hard. Wonder if they'll go with that same type of kick again or what their strategy will be here.
Kicking off for the Bandits will be number 6, Raphael Deere. And the Bandits now within 2 scores, 24-12.
And an onside recovery here would be a big thing. This is a crucial kickoff.
Kick is off, and the penalty marker down.
Free kick infraction. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
Brittany.
Brittany, his name is Lennon Hauser.
And they will re-kick.
Lennon Hauser is his name. 31. Scored, played defense, everything.
Here we go. And that ball sails over, finally recovered by the Stampede.
And he just fell on the ball there, just made sure to not have a big mistake. And the and it looks like they are on about the own 39-yard line. Stampede back, coach is giving them some instructions in the huddle.
Stampede will have it 1st and 10. Final few minutes here of the football game. Coming up post-game, we'll hear from Stampede coach Sean Lanzarato and a wrap-up by Brittany and Eric. We're not going to reveal the player of the game. We're going to record it after the live stream. The handoff to 31, Hauser. Lennon Hauser around the right corner, breaking free, finally tripped up by Jones.
Jones makes the play there, but Lennon Hauser keeps it in bounds, keeps the clock moving. That's a big play for the Stampede. That's a huge momentum play for them. And a big first down there. They needed a play like that to keep the clock moving, move from their side of the field to the 35 of the Bandits. That is a major, major play late in this football game.
Wow. And about a minute and a half remaining in this one.
And if you're the Bandits, what do you think, Vince? You try to rip the ball out on one of these runs?
Oh, you have to. You definitely have to. But, you know, again, my theory is, and maybe it's archaic and not good thinking, but if it hasn't happened by now in the final minute and a half down 2 scores, it's going to be awful tough.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right.
Timeout. Defense.
And we have a timeout here. We'll take the timeout as well. We'll be right back. And the give, Lanzarato finds Guerrero, who stopped after a couple of yards.
And Guerrero picks up a couple. He rumbles forward, keeps the ball inbounds, exactly what they needed.
Second down. Final minute of the game. Now I just think it's semantics, as they say.
Yep.
Just running out the clock.
I'm not sure they're keeping stats, but maybe they're, oh, it looks like the Bandits picked up a fumble. They've got the ball.
Jojo Tupai on the fumble recovery in the closing seconds of the game.
It may be too little too late, but if you're the Bandits, you're happy to see them still competing to these last few seconds of the game.
Folks, once again, post-game, we're going to bring you Brittany Boyer with the coach of the Stampede. We appreciate you joining us.
And this has been an exciting game. The second half has really picked up. Bandits got themselves on the scoreboard a couple times, really brought back some momentum, made it a close game. And if you're the Bandit coach, you're happy not with the result of the game, but how hard your kids fought at the end, and you've got to be proud.
Penalty marker down.
And these are teachable moments here, especially at this age. The results are what they are, but you want to help them learn.
Substitution, 12 players on the field prior to the snap. It's a 5-yard penalty. Down.
Few yards for the Bandits there. And as I was saying before, the ref made the call. You just want to, it's a teachable moment for them, win or lose. You want to keep fighting, keep competing, keep playing hard.
Carrying the football, finally stopped.
Timeout. Offense.
And the timeout called.
And they'll try to get 1 or 2 plays off here, maybe pick up a first down, some yards. This is a big play. It may be too late, like I said, but you can still make a difference here in these last few minutes of the game.
As the coaches here sort this out in the closing seconds.
And I've enjoyed seeing the parents on the Stampede sideline. They're having a great time.
Jones on the keeper. Finally stopped. Number 7 for the Stampede, Carmelo McKenzie.
And he keeps running the football, gets the first down there, moves the sticks. He has just been, in the second half especially.
Official time on the field, a little different than our time up here in the box. Should be approaching the end of the football game.
And they run the ball again. The coach is telling them to hurry up, get the snap off, keep moving it.
And I think that's the game. That's the game, folks. Stampede defeat the Bandits 24-12. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see if we can get Brittany Boyer down on the sideline with the Stampede head coach, Sean Lanzarato. No, after the coach.
So it's coach?
What you'll do is you'll wrap. As soon as she's done talking to the coach, you'll wrap the game.
Are you getting out of here?
I gotta go to this.
For sure.
All right, thanks, guys.
Again next week?
Yes.
Same time?
I'll let you know.
But do you want me again next week? Do you want me again next week?
Yes.
Yep. And the teams are about to shake hands. After they do that, we'll see if we can get Brittany Boyer, our sideline reporter, out there to talk to the Stampede coach, celebrate the win a little bit with him, see what he has to say about this 24-12 victory. And a good second half by the Bandits. They made it a close game. They were down a lot, but managed to come back, and that's, like I've been saying, a teachable moment for them. A lot of fun here. March spring football, a beautiful day. The kids are happy. How about March spring football? March Madness is going on. It's a great time for sports right now. couldn't be more beautiful of a day here at Arcadia High School. And once these teams are done wrapping up their handshakes and everything, celebrating a good game by both teams, Brittany Boyle will have the coach. And it looks like first we will be celebrating the player of the game, and that is, you'll see, surprise for you. I thought so too. Is wrapping up with the guys, giving them a couple last pointers. We will, in a minute or so, whenever we can get to it, get out to Brittany Boyer. She will have the post-game interview and reveal the player of the game. If you've been watching this whole stream, you might know who it is. He's made a lot of plays today, but here we go. Out to Brittany Boyer.
I'm here with Stampede head coach. Congratulations on the huge win. You said coming out of the half, it was like it was 0-0. You were able to get more explosive plays. What do you have to say about the effort from your boys all the way through tonight?
They did good overall. They did really good. So it's just we have to clean it up a little bit, fix our mistakes, watch our film, and we'll go from there. But overall, they played a really good game.
Now you have Lennon Hauser, who is actually our player of the game, out there doing a little bit of everything for you guys. Talk to me about his effort, and is he one of the leaders on the team or someone you think is going to develop into a leader for these 8-year-olds and someone they can look up to?
Yes, absolutely. Lennon's a leader. He's always played up his age group, so this is his first season actually playing his age. And you can see what he could do on the field. He's electric, and we try to put the ball in his hands to make some plays, and he did that today.
All right, Coach, anything else you want to add before I let you go join your team in the huddle?
Nope, good game, Stampede. Thank you for all the fans, and thank you to Cox for coming out and viewing our game.
All right, sending it back up to you, Eric.
Thanks, Brittany, and we will wait a couple minutes. We will give the celebration of the player of the game in just a moment. He is walking over to Brittany, and I will bring it back out to her to celebrate the player of the game, Lennon Hauser.
All right, so I'm here with Lennon Hauser, our player of the game. Lennon, what do you have to say about your outstanding performance tonight? You did a little bit of